Part 1. Do What You Know. We were 5 years into living in a fixer-upper, and it was time to tackle the upstairs. There were just 2 bedrooms, a 36-inch wide hallway, and a tiny bathroom. Except I was tired and overwhelmed, and I didn't know where to begin. Every single thing needed attention. So I decided to take the 3 mantras I had used in my business and apply them to my house. Do what I know, use what I have, and finish what I started. What did I know? At first it felt like nothing, but I looked around. We had no heating or air conditioning upstairs and had been using window units and space heaters for years. When we moved in, we had pulled up stained carpet and painted the subfloor, but we hadn't touched it since. I might not have had a big design plan, but I knew I had to begin with the basics. I knew a house had to have heat and air and actual floors. We got a new HVAC unit and decided to install real flooring. To make the house cohesive and make my decisions easier, I again decided to do what I knew by piggybacking off of decisions I was already happy with on the first floor. I repeated materials I loved as we were updating the flooring, ceiling, trim, and paint colors. Because I chose to move forward by starting with doing what I actually knew to do, we made progress and I felt confident in my decisions. Instead of the decisions exhausting me, they energized me. I earned some momentum to keep going. I know what it feels like to face a literal house full of decisions and suddenly feel tired, overwhelmed, and like you need to eat a donut. I have a long history of making things more difficult than they need to be and assuming I need to know everything before I can even begin to make a difference. Decorating starts in your head, not the furniture store. Your thinking, goals, and priorities need to be right before you start picking out paint colors or buying a sofa. That's the first step to any big project. Simply start with what you need to know. Sometimes you already know a lot, sometimes you have to do a bit of research, and sometimes you simply need to refresh your memory. This first section is full of basic truths and house rules to jumpstart your thinking. They are simple and memorable, so you can repeat them to yourself, your friends, and the cashier at Target. Here's what I know when it comes to making changes in your home. 1. Learn the rules to break the rules. Welcome to an entire book full of rules to decorate written by a person who doesn't care for rules all that much. Rules are great when it comes to understanding which side of the street to drive on, standing in line at a theme park, and cooking the perfect poached egg. Rules aren't so great when applied to creative endeavors. When it comes to art forms, one purpose of rules is to provide a general framework for order. An artist can bend or break these rules from time to time in a way that makes the art better than it would have been otherwise. You are the artist, and your home is your canvas. It's imperative that you understand the rules of decorating so that when you choose to break one, it's on purpose and not because you have no idea about the fundamentals of good design. Break the rules so things can be better, not because you don't know better. Often, the most memorable part of any art form is the unexpected. The musician changes the key of the chorus. The architect adds a modern addition to the historical home. The Etsy seller adds a bubblegum bubble to the Mona Lisa print. Listen, learn, and apply these rules. Then, go forth and break them beautifully and with purpose. Your home will be better for it. 2. Find a mindset you can model. Sometimes I'll share a photo of my house on social media and someone will leave a comment telling me how much they dislike my style and the room and that I did it all wrong and it's ugly. There's always a part of me that wants to comment back and let them know that I'm open to their opinion on personal style, but first I'll need to see some pictures of their room so I know if I can trust their judgment. If someone with rooms that aren't my style thinks my room is ugly, well, maybe that's exactly how it should be. I'm not hoping to get anyone to love my style. We all have different styles after all. If you want to find people to take advice from, it's helpful to look for people doing the thing you want to do in the way you want to do it. Notice, I didn't say to look for people doing the thing you want to do the exact way you want to do it. This isn't about finding a style mentor you can mimic or copy, although from time to time that might be needed. This is about a mindset.